is Sudhir and welcome to my class. In this class we are going to learn how to find arithmetic mean using step deviation method. We have the different type of methods to find the arithmetic mean. That is, one is direct method, another one is assumed method, and the most important method is the step deviation method. But in this class we are going to learn only step deviation method. So what is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is an average. So how to find the average using ungrouped data, that is sum of observation by number of observations, right? Now here it is a grouped data. So it's very interesting and important topic for the board examinations. So you are learning now the 10th standard statistics concept. Now what is the question here? To find out the concentrations of SO2 means sulfur dioxide in the air the data was collected for 30 localities in a certain city and is presented below. So just you can observe the table here, what is the table has given. So what we should find from this? Find the mean daily concentrations of sulfur dioxide in the air. So let us start our solution. And to find out arithmetic mean in the step deviation method, we need these columns, that is the class interval. FR is the frequency. Mid values, we can say it is mid values are class marks and it is denoted by xi. And the next one is ui, this is the deviation. So the ui formula is xi minus a by h. It's very important for short answers. What is xi minus a is equal to xi minus a by h. What is xi, what is a and what is h, we'll discuss now in the table completely. And the next one is fi into ui, means the product of the frequency and deviation. So you can check here the class interval, already it's given in the question, that is 0.00 to 0.04, the frequency is 4, 0.04 to 0.08, the frequency is 9, 0.08 to 0.012, the frequency again it is 9. Already this all information given in the question. Okay, now the next one is the mid value. So what is the mid value? So how to find out these mid values? That is, you can add this to the mid values formula. Here I am writing the mid value formula. The mid value equal to you can note down this, the mid value equal to lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. LL means lower limit, UL means upper limit. LL is lower limit, UL is upper limit. So what is a lower limit there? That is 0.00 plus 0.04 divided by 2, that's equal to, will get now 0.04 by 2, that is equal to 0.02, correct? Because 2 ones, 2 twos, so it is 0.02. This is the mid value. So this is a very important formula. You can note down this formula for short answers. Very important it is. What is the mid value of a class? That is average of a lower limit and upper limit, that is the lower limit plus upper limit by 2. So what we got here, that is 0.02. Now we can find out this another class lower limit, the average of a lower limit and upper limit, that is called mid value. So what is another name of the mid values? That is class marks. Okay, so 0.04 plus 0.08 by 2, this is 0.12. How we get it? 0.04, 0.08, yeah, 4 plus 8 is 12, take 1 is here, that 1, so 0.12 is divided by 2, so 2, 1, 2, 6, 12, right? So it is 0.06, okay, so this is 0.06. And what about the next one? This is 0.08 and 0.12. So 0.08, 0.12. So here 8 plus 2 is 10, 1 plus 1 is 2 and 0. That is 0.20 is divided by 2. 2 ones to 0.10 times will be cancelled to 0.10 times. So 0.10. So now you can observe here. Can you guess what is the next mid value? That means next class marks we get from this. So don't forget, children, here the another name of the mid value is, it is class marks. Okay, so you can write as class marks also here. So tell me what is the next mid value or next class marks we can get. Just you can observe the sequence there, and from this you can try to answer. Just you have only 10 seconds time to guess it. Yes, you are correct. That is 0.14. How it is? How to get? One simple technique here. Can you tell me what is the class size here? Class size is denoted by H. Class size is denoted by H. That is the difference between either lower limit or the difference between upper limit. So lower limit, so just you can observe here, I am marking here. So this is the difference between the first two lower limits. Okay, because this column is called a lower limit. Okay, so don't forget this is the lower limit. Okay, and this one is upper limit. This is completely a upper limit. Okay, so now I'm going to take what is a class size. Class size is the difference between either lower limit, or you can take the upper limit difference also. Here the difference between the lower limit, that is 0.002 to 0.04, we have the difference, that is 0.04. This is called class size. Okay, so the class size is 0.04. When a class size is 0.04, now you can look at here completely. So between every two class sizes, that means from either these two or these two or these two, so completely the difference is here 0.04 only. So that we can take the class sizes, it's a constantly, that is 0.04. Okay, when the class size is 0.04, so blindly you can add now in the mid values. Here you got 0.10, you can add 0.10, this 0.04, then you will get 0.14 is the next one. 0.14. What I am doing here, I am adding the class size. Okay, now by adding 0.04 to this number, you will get 0.18, because if you add 0.04 for this number, you will get here 0.18. If you add again 0.04 for this number, you will get 22, right? 8 plus 4 is 12, so 0.22. Okay, so don't forget first one or second one, you can check how to find the mid values, that is adding these two, that means the lower limit and upper limit. These two you can add and find this average, you will get 0.02. So this is the process. Actually this is the process to find the mid values. So after finding 2 or 3 mid values, then you can write that continuation series, because when the class sizes are equal in the given question, so you can continue that with class sizes, means by adding the class sizes you will continue that series. Okay, so the next one, UI. Before going to discuss about the UI, we should discuss first of all what is A here, what is small a here, what is A. So that is called assumed mean. So what we take assumed mean from this? In the mid values column, check it in the mid values column. So in the mid values column, that one of them you can select for assumed values. So which one we can select? That is your wish. Generally we can select most probably middle, like maybe 0.10 or 0.14. So here we can focus, but the choice is yours. But I am going to take 0.10. So because is there in the middle, almost all in the middle, and that too the frequency also is the more for this. So my choice is A. If you want to take 0.14, yes, you can take and proceed. If you want to take 0.06, of course you can take and proceed. Okay, but here I have selected what the logic and what is the strategy I have followed here. So it is almost all in the middle, but not exactly in the middle, almost in the middle, and that too its frequency also is the high, that is the 9 is the frequency. So I have selected. This is only my opinion and choice is yours. Okay, now UI is equal to xi minus a by h. Just 1 or 2 I will show you, and then we'll tell you shortcut how to do this. So to find out UI, xi mean, you can observe this is the class one. mid values are class marks. Okay, this is 0.02 minus A assumed value already I have taken, that is 0.10 divided by H. H is 0.04 class size. Just before I shown how to find out the class size, that is the difference between either lower limit or the difference between either upper limit. Okay, so 0.02 minus 0.10, what we get is 0.08, that is a negative 0.08. okay, negative value, because this number is the big one, right? So by 0.04, so to remove this point you can multiply 100 by 100, because the 2 digit before we have the point. Then you can take, this is minus 8 by 4, by cancel these two you will get it minus 2, correct? So now I am taking here that minus 2. Okay, so the next one again. Okay, so this is the process to find out UI. Actual process is this one, but what I will try to say now, here you have taken assumed value is 0.10, right? Take its opposite, means here you can take a 0. Above the 0 you can take a negative values, that continuation negative values. Okay, that means the consecutive negative values. 0 after minus 1, just in the number line, 0 before you have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, know very well, right? Okay, so this is minus 3, and 0 after you will have 1, 2, 3, right? But just simply you can take that reverse. Okay, like 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Just this is a technique, and this is not a like a y-axis. I didn't take a y-axis. Okay, so don't forget it. Just for technique I am using this strategy here. So here it is 0 above you have that minus 1, next one minus 2. Okay, so minus 1 and minus 2 I don't. How I got 0? This one, this is assumed value I took here, 0.10. So that belongs to the UI is 0. If you hand it out, you can use the formula UI is equal to xi minus a by h. Definitely you will get the 0 in that column, right? So the next one after the 0 we have like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that it is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. It will be continue like this. Now Fi UI. What is Fi UI? So Fi UI is, you can multiply the frequency and F for frequency, right? F for frequency, UI is deviation. So after multiplying these two, Fi and UI, what we get it 4 into minus 2. So 4 into minus 2 is equal to minus 8. That minus 8 we can write here. Okay, and the next one is, you can multiply these two now. As 9 into minus 1, it is equal to minus 9. So 9 0 times are 0, 2 ones 2, 4 into 2 is equal to 8, and 2 into 3 equal to 6. Okay, so here it is the Fi UI. Now what we do, immediately we should find what is sum of frequency. The sum of frequency we can denote it by sigma Fi. So sum of frequency here we can add 4 plus 9, 13, 13 plus 9, 22 plus 2, 24 plus 2, 28 plus 2, 30. This is 30. Now Fi UI, sigma Fi UI, mean the sum of the product of the frequency and the deviation it is. Okay, so don't forget here, just I'm going to show you techniques. So how to do this one? First of all, you can add these all positive values. What are the positive? We have 2 plus 8 plus 6. This 2 plus 8 plus 6 is equal to this 2 plus 8 plus 6 equal to this is 16. Now you can add these two negative values, minus 8, minus 9. This is minus 17, negative 17. Okay, now you can add these two. Okay, then you will get minus 1, minus 1 is the answer. Okay, so this minus 1 is sigma Fi. I hope you all are following, right? If you have any doubt regarding these questions, just in the comment box you can leave a comment. So regarding this one, if you have any doubt in the comment box, you can leave a comment, so I will reply you. So next, what we do now, formula. What is the formula to find arithmetic mean? That is bar x is equal a plus sigma Fi Uy by sigma Fi into h. That's equal to, what is a? Yes, that is assumed value. Already we have taken 0.10 plus sigma Fi Uy. What is sigma Fi Uy from this? Already we got it, minus 1 divided by, and sigma F is 30 into class size. Already we have discussed that is 0. Difference between this lower limit or the continuation, the difference between the lower limits or upper limit. So either lower limit difference or upper limit difference you can take. Yeah, you will get 0.04. That is a class size for this. Now what we do is take 0.10. Okay, so just multiply these two now. Follow this strategy what I am showing now. Follow this model, so you will feel easy, right? So this is the most I'm not saying it is most important, but model is the most important, not the question. So you have to follow the model. What is the model is there, and you can try the whole exercise using this model. But in that exercise I find out this is somewhat difficult because class sizes we have like a decimal point, 0.01, 0.04 like this. So I selected this one. Okay, so if you practice this question very well and you can continue with your whole exercise problems, definitely you will feel better. Okay, so now minus 1 into 0.04, this is 0.04 is divided by 30. So you can observe here we have a decimal 0.04, this 0.04. To remove this decimal, I should multiply with the 20 number, that is 100 by 100. So what I will get in the next step, that is 0.10 minus this 0.04 into 100 is 4 divided by 30 into 100 is 3000. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one, next page. Yes, what we got it, 0.10 minus, once we check what is that, yeah, 4 divided by 3000. 4 divided by 3000. Okay, how to divide this? It's very big challenge. I will show you rough work how to divide this one. Take 4 here. This is 3000. Okay, so 4 is the 2 less than 3000, so 0. You can take 0. Take one more 0 here. Yes, 0. This is 400. Still 400 is less than 3000, so that take one more 0, that is 1000. Okay, so it is 4000. Now 3000 once 3000. See, I am showing you with a rough work how to divide this decimal point, how to multiply, how to add. Maybe you feel it is some lengthy video, but it is all necessary to you. Okay, so how to multiply with the decimal, how to add, how to subtract, how to divide the decimal. Okay, so these many techniques I am showing you, but still you did not press like button. You can press the like button and you can encourage me, and those who did not still subscribe my channel, you can subscribe it. Okay, so yeah, 4000 minus 3000 is equal to 1000. Okay, now here 3000 is there, so already we took a point, right? So then take the 0 there, that will mean 10,000. So 3 3s we have 9, this is the 9,000, right? So again it is 1000. By subtracting you will get 1000, so it will be continue this process, right? Now this is 0.10 minus. Now instead of this result I am going to write 0.0013. Okay, so 0.0013. Okay, so now how to subtract it? Just to check it. 0.10. Okay, 0.10, and here we have 0.0013. So that point after we can take a many zeros, how many we want. Okay, because we have a point after for zeros there is no value for these zeros. Okay, so by subtracting from 10 and minus 3 you will get 7, and we have a 9. So 9 minus 1 you will get it 8, and this one also 9. Okay, 9, and here nothing because borrow we have given that. So 0.0987 is the answer. Okay, 0.0987. If you want to write this one approximately, that means taken into how many it is, 1 2 3 4 decimals are there. If you want to take it is into 3 decimal places, and you can focus on the fourth decimal, that is 7, which is more than 5. So then you can add 1 to this number and you will get 9. 0.099 is approximately value for this. Okay, it is approximate value. Okay, so this is the final answer. Very important model and difficult because of the decimal points are there. So a little bit difficult, so that I selected this problem. I hope you understood this concept totally. So that's the topic today. So this is Sudhi. Thanks for watching. See you soon.